Boom shala bing bong. Welcome back outdoors. It's me, your boy, Fat Goy with an I. In the recent years of the internet, the whole stick community has grown quite large, with many different people showing off their gallant sticks of various rarities. Lots of mythical stuff appearing recently. And I have been intrigued by this stick community. And I went out and found myself some sticks. However, I live in the middle of a city, so it's not easy to find good quality sticks. So I'm not getting any like mythical stuff going. So if you're expecting high quality rare stuff, move on over because I've got normal stuff. It was just like raining really hard for a couple days in a row, and that caused a lot of trees to not have as many branches and more branches to be on the ground. I collect some bark. I don't know why, but I have that. So one of the first things that I found was this little guy right here. Now, while he's small in size and not very impressive, what you guys don't actually know, maybe, is that this is actually a fairies heavy club staff hybrid. So it's a magically enchanted physical wumper weapon used by small fairies with incredible strength and incredible magical prowess to do bullshit. I don't really know. It's useless for me, but if I was much smaller, I could actually use this properly, maybe. Other than the fact that I'm not intelligent in any way, so I can't, use magic. A couple of good sticks here. Nothing too crazy. Something with a little bit of a curved handle right here. It's pretty straight. Not too many. Well, that just fell right off, but it's got not too many nubbins or anything. Quite a powerful, just very not really too much bark going on. The wood quality is kind of getting infested because I think all these sticks got rained on a whole lot. But hey, it's what I'm working with, and this one is pretty decent looking. It is kind of degrading in quality though because of that rain. That over there is the corner, the masterwork corner. So my father, he's an expert stick person, whatever that means. He has collected various different sticks from all over the lands. He's kind of shown me the ways into the stick community. This is kind of like bullshit, but like we're just gonna go with it. And as his son, I must make him proud by collecting some good sticks. So got another quite straight one here. Pretty thick. It's thick enough and solid enough. Oh, never mind. This one is breaking. But it's got some wumping power so long as you don't hit it in the wrong way, because there's actually a big split in it and it's gonna fall apart soon. But hey, if you use that to your advantage, you can have two sticks by the end of this. Oh god. Ugh. My nose was teasing me with a sneeze there, so that's unfortunate. So I got kind of what appears to be like a curved sword here. You go at it and like you slice. It's got a little nub in here for decor, I guess. Quite a quality stick, if I do say so. At least for the area that I'm in. I'm in the beginners area where all the early level adventurers go. And so this is quite a beautiful find. It's well refined and it's got some sturdy durability. Quite a nice blade to it. You can do some pretty decent damage with this bad boy. I don't have the stats for any of these weapons either, per se, because I do not have the appraisal trait, so I cannot actually appraise any of my weapons to see what rarity or their stats are. So I'm going purely based off feel. I have a decent feel, I'd say, because of my father's background and his teachings towards me, but I still can't actually know how powerful these are since I'm not a real combatant and I have not tested any of these weapons. So that's how it is. I can make a pretty good stick bucks amount off of this though if I sell them. You know, that is kind of the plan, to be a sales merchant, a stick merchant, if you will, because I'm not one for combat. Look at my body. It's not good enough. Look at my brain. Well, you can't see it, but I'm not smart either. And like, there's nothing that I can do in real combat, even with all these weapons. I cannot properly wield most of these weapons, probably. I don't have like the level capabilities or the stats to use them. In my adventure of the dark forests of Uluweo, in the pitch of night, no light other than the streetlights, but forests are weird. For some reason they have streetlights. I was sneaking about using the one important skill that I have, which is the nocturnal trait, so that I could gather this item specifically and sneak away without any harm or engaging in any combat. And if you guys don't know what this is actually a treant finger, one of the core ingredients used in making bark skin potions. And that is quite a powerful find for me, if I do say so myself. You know, potions are very important when you're at low levels, and this region is full of low-level people in the stick world. So, getting this, I can sell this for quite a well worth weight of money, if you will. So we're gonna carefully place this down. I got a couple small wands here, some single-handed wands. There's this one, which has complete with bark. Some people think that's a good thing, some people think that's a bad thing. It kind of depends on the bark quality. The bark quality on this one is pretty alright, not too shabby. So it's kind of got like a living trait to it. It'll add for like different magic capabilities or whatever. Personally, I don't know much about wands because my dad was always focused on the physical aspect. You know, back in the old days, it was kind of like not a thing. Magic has been a more recent development in these times. So most of my knowledge is passed down from my dad, so kind of unfortunate that I can't really say much about this wand other than it's got a nice grip and it looks cool. So yeah. There's also this wand, which the bark has been removed by yours truly to add for a nice, firm, full wood grip rather than the bark, which adds for a lot more comfort, and then the bark remains on the rest of the staff for the whole magical power. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, you can see it's a bit curved, which you probably want in staffs or wands, because it adds like magical current waves flow better through it or something. Again, I don't know too much about all this staff stuff, so it's gonna have to just remain a mystery to me. Those were all of my more basic stuff. I did find a couple of good ones out when I was adventuring in the night at 1 a.m., randomly picking up sticks, and people probably thinking I'm weirdo. I have here something I understand very well, which is a great club. Quite a large stick. Removed some of the bark on this whole area with a nice smooth wood here. Not too smooth because I have not refined any of these other than some small maintenance like removing excessive branches that just impede movement or removing some of the unnecessary bark. So this one, it's got pretty smooth wood for not any sanding or lacquering, and then it's got the nice barked finish up here with all sorts of weird little mushroom fungus things growing on it, which, you know, it's like a poison damage, you know. You really smack them and then the mushrooms start to grow on them, and it's like you're debuffing them while you're hitting them with a decent amount of range and like a little fork here, you know, pointed tip for stabbing. And overall, pretty nice weapon to wield. Just lay it on your back, you know. You could one-hand it if you want, but that really cuts the power down a lot. It's more of a two-handed weapon, so you can really full force swing with it. And the nice little curve on it is just a nice touch for like trajectory. It really follows through well. You know, it's got some poison enchantments. It's got nice grip. Can't really complain too much about this. Also, if you're wondering why I'm all over on this camera angle, is because I cannot decide where to stand to be most in frame. And there's probably points in this video where I'm not in frame. So, I don't know, because I'm still figuring out how wide my lens is and stuff. But we're going to go on to my next great club. Well, it's not really a great club, but it's more of a staff, actually. It's got a nice two-handed grip. Unlike wands, staffs are much bigger and release much more powerful magic, but at the cost of being two-handed and much slower. So this right here, it's got its main point of magic excursion here, but then it's also got the secondary piece here, which is probably more for like conjuration magic. You know, it's got separate channels for different magic that you can deal. And then also this cross piece here really lets you, if someone's coming at you, you can just reinforce your wand with magic. Sorry, this is a staff, not a wand. I get the two mixed up quite a lot because I'm not a magic man. But you can probably reinforce this with magic if someone's swinging at you, catch it in here, and then they're at close range for a nice little, like, close range magic shit, whatever you have to deal with that. This is very clearly a staff. I just don't know too much on it. So hopefully you can, you know, let me know about what's going on with this one. One of my earliest finds, and one that I'm most proud of. We have the curved short sword of Yaxgal right here. This is one my folk know a lot about. You know, the territorial boss in this area is known for having their weird looking sword here. It's got a whole bunch of curvature and stuff, and that goes for making it a whole lot of like unpredictable movements, and therefore the critical chance on this bad boy is way up, and the critical damage as well. And also, it's very lightweight. You can move very easily with it, so, and it's not going to impede your stealth too much. And also, because of the placement of the handle, it's got a nice big blocking point. So if someone's coming at you, you really block easily. Then you get a lot of extra defense points for this one, and it's got the special move of counterattack because you can block and then like push it away, slice, you know, all sorts of different movements. The only reason I know so much about the stats on this weapon, I don't know the specifics, but my people have many encounters with Yaxgal, or whatever I called the sword earlier, because I mean it's the territorial boss. You know, you got to know what enemies are around you. So I don't know how I managed to find this one, but I guess some high level adventurer just came through here and just killed our territorial boss and left it here, and I was lucky enough to find it. So look at that shit! Wow. Anyways, I got this thing. It's like I don't know what's going on with this. This is one that is just completely unknown to me. Pure mystery as to what's happened here. but it's probably some sort of like great sword with good swinging. It's curved, as most swords that I found today are. Got some big bashing points here. Got a whole bunch of extra shit for coolness. I wish I could describe this better, but it's just like this is just too much for me to understand. You know, again, small brain, low intelligence, can't even figure out what kind of weapon this is. But at least it's a decently sturdy stick with some extra little bits that probably break off into your enemy and, you know, do continuous damage over time. And it just like feels right to hold this one as well. You just really get it. You get to hold on, do whatever, and just slam it down, swing it around. So that's quite a good one indeed. And this last stick that I've gotten is actually a spear. And look at this bad boy. And you might be thinking, how is this a spear? Well, clearly, if you couldn't tell, it's the forked spear of Tits. No, not Tits. That's of Tanul, which is just like a demon lord guy. The replica, clearly. From all the unrefinement, there's so many different bits. This lower part is a bit wobbly, so it is a replica of that, but replica nonetheless. Still quite a powerful weapon. Got a very long front blade for extended reach. You can go one-handed with it if you want, but that's going to limit your movements quite a bit to just like back and forth. If you go two-handed, you can really you can swing slash a little bit with it. Obviously, the main point is that it's a spear that you drive up and home. And then the secondary blade is used mainly for defending, blocking, repelling, and maybe just some if you miss, it's got a chance of still hitting and doing some severe critical damage. And it's unexpected for a spear to have 2 points. So this is quite a solid stab. Let me hold it like this so that you can get a good look at the whole figure. I removed the bark for the handle so that you can really grip on. And it's also nice, there are some extra nubbins on the handle as well, like here, and here, and they serve kind of as guiding points for holding on to it. It really fits well in my hands. If I'm going to become an adventurer, I might genuinely use this because of just how well it fits in my hand and how proper it feels to hold on to it. And also I'm kind of a bitch, so the extended range would, let me just run away while hitting them. So yeah, quite a powerful weapon, even if it is low rarity, low level. I think this is a pretty good one. I carried this one back to my house from half a kilometer away or something at 2 a.m. in the morning. And if you look at me, I'm not a big person, so I'm not that strong. But I found this, which is, yes, just a piece of a trunk. And it weighs, I don't know how much it weighs, but it feels like it weighs about 80 pounds. That's nothing special. That is literally just a tree that I found on the boulevard and took home. And I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but it was up for free grabs anyways. So the city was probably going to take it. So it's probably fine that I took it. And if not, they probably won't find out, even though I'm posting this on the internet. The last thing that I got, let me just grab you real quick and show you. Yeah, that's a tree, pretty much. This was just a really big branch that fell. Well, okay, technically there's 2 of them here, but this one doesn't have any leaves. That's not the one that I found. My dad found that earlier, but I found this whole hunkin' tree, and I dragged it all the way home, and I had to get it in my backyard, which there's no easy way to get something that big into my backyard because there's no really like big open entrance into my backyard. So I had to let me just show you where I had to drag that through. I had to drag that through this little corridor, which it did not fit with all the leaves as well. And I was dragging it across like those potted plants and stuff. I don't know why I brought this into my backyard, but I did, and it's here now. And my mom might get upset at it eventually, but that's not for me to worry about right now. Anyways, just one last swoop of, oh, don't mind my toes. Anyways, one last swoop on all of the different sticks that I collected. Look at all those magnificent magnificent beasts. God damn, why is this one so long? God damn! So yeah, that is my stick collection, and the wood's right there. Hey, wood. Oh yeah. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go now because I just want to share my sticks. Am I a little autistic for that? No. I've never been tested for that, so I could have, it could not. But I probably don't. And some people have thought that I do, but they're not doctors, so I don't care. Okay. Peace and love, stick community. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful display of a mediocre collection. Goodbye.